going on, Skye Squad? We are back in the building. It's your boy DJ Richie Skye, and we are here in beautiful Palm Springs. You guys can't see it right now, but you know I'm enjoying my vacation. And to be quite honest, I wasn't even sure if I was gonna do any videos while I was here, but you know what? The news is popping, so we gotta definitely get some things on the screen, okay? So the first thing that we're gonna be talking about is, you know, more bad press, more bad news for your boy Simon Guobadia, okay? We gotta talk about what's going on with that. We also got to talk about what's gonna be happening in this coming episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. Dr. Wendy Asefo and Eddie Asefo have some things to say about what's going on with them, and they respond to GIZELLE. Then we got to talk about this bombshell that GIZELLE drops about Wendy already knowing about the Eddie Asefo rumors and hearing about it from her. So we're going to get into all of that in just 1 second. Before we do that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell button, and join the texting community so I can send you a text message as soon as the new video drops. The text message number is down in the description down below. Now let's go ahead and get into this thing, okay? Now, I don't know where this came from. It just seems like, you know, sometimes this stuff with Simon and Fallon and Portia and Jaelyn just pops up out of nowhere. And out of nowhere this came, okay? And thanks to our friends over at It's On Site on Instagram. Make sure you guys are following them. Great media site. Listen, they happened to catch something that just made us go, So let's get into it. So I don't even know where this post was coming from or where this comment came from, but let's get all the way into what was said, okay? So online, I guess this was in response to something that Jaelyn had posted. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Jaelyn is, you know, the man that Fallon is dating and the father of her new baby that's on the way, okay? So this is what this commenter had to say. They said, "It's Jaelyn Banks. Are y'all really happy or y'all putting on a front, LOL, and Portia got a spinoff coming on top of a book plus Housewives? And might I add, she's getting ready to get an estate with Simon. LOL, what are you and the liar doing? You and your mom," laughing emoji, "because Fallon is clearly babysitting. And you are the whole snake for messing with that man's wife behind his back. That's why nothing good will come of it, not even the baby. You baby daddy number 6, looking silly," shaking my head, okay? So then we get Jaelyn with this clapback that is very, very, very interesting and very telling, okay? This is what Jaelyn had to say. Responding back to that user, "LOL, they live in life? If they are, then cool. Ain't nobody stunting them, no worried about them. If you are a they fan, then get off my page with the negativity, because over here, nothing but positivity and love. You think they're living their best life. Meanwhile, they don't even live under the same roof, but they are engaged. That ninja still tricking off around Atlanta. That's why he lost all his other wives. Don't mention them on my page anymore. Our lives do not revolve around them. If they happy, then they happy. But I promise you, we are good over here, and we will have the last laugh when it comes down to it." Not tricking off around Atlanta. Not tricking off around Atlanta. What does tricking mean? Let's get into it. What does tricking really mean? Because it sounds scandalous to me. I mean, when I think of tricking, I'm thinking of, like, you know, somebody that's still pop locking and dropping it with the people. You know what I'm saying? So, is there any truth to this? I mean, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below, because this is a little shocking to me, a little disappointing to me to hear that this man is allegedly tricking, according to what Jaelyn has posted here. Okay. Interesting. I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Chime in the chatterization and let us know. Now, let's head on over to Potomac, because we have Eddie and Wendy sitting down for the first time discussing these rumors on camera. And we got to get into exactly what they had to say. So let's get into it. So the conversation starts with Wendy and Eddie sitting down and talking about what happened in Williamsburg, Virginia. Now, she says this. She says, I found it just so ironic that the person who has the most volatile marriage decided to come to me with this fake rumor. Lies, lies, and lies. That's what Eddie responds with. He says, I live my life a certain way and that ain't it. So then to drag me into the mix and this nastiness, it's just downright mean. And it's like we went through so much to even be married. And then Wendy says, and that's why it hurts me, okay? He says, because we told them our story. Who's gonna go through all that and then be out here moving all funny in the streets? It doesn't make sense. So then Wendy is in her confessional and she says, Eddie literally went against his family just to be with me. For Gizelle to try to attack him and spread these old rumors is just so hurtful. Now, that's a new revelation because I didn't know they were old rumors. I personally did not know when they came out, but I was assuming that they came out right when the show started filming or somewhere thereabouts because I honestly just don't remember. So much news happens, it's hard to keep up with everything. Anyway, so Eddie then says this about Gizelle. I will say this, you have to be hurt and to project hurt onto someone else. She can't genuinely be happy for you if she can still do something like that. And so then Wendy says this, that's exactly how I feel. I don't expect them, I'm assuming she's talking about Robin and Gizelle, or maybe even Ashley, to understand my reaction because they've never experienced the love that you and I have. And they never will. Now that's the bomb right there. That's the bomb being dropped right there, let me tell you. Not they never will, okay? Not they never will. Let me know what y'all think about this down in the comment section down below. I mean, it would only be right that we would get Eddie's reaction to this because obviously the rumors are about him. So it's interesting to get his, official sort of statement on the situation. And I felt like, he pretty much accurately summed up what I would expect a husband in that situation to say. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Now we got to talk about your girl Gizelle Bryant because she is dropping a bombshell on us. Let's get into what she had to say about this whole situation with the Eddie Asefo rumors and when exactly she actually confronted Wendy Asefo about them. Okay, so she did an interview with In the Know's Gibson John. Okay, now this is a podcast where he interviews lots of different celebrities and influencers. And so Gizelle did an interview with him and she says this, I'm gonna give you a little tea. Before the season even started, she and I talked about it on the phone. So apparently they talked about the rumors regarding Eddie on the phone prior to season 6 even filming. So she says, we talked about all the social media stuff. It was a very rushed conversation and we had to get off the phone. And in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna readdress this with her. But not the reaction she had in Williamsburg at all. Very, very strange and different because I had talked to her about these things before and she wasn't upset about any of it, right? So to talk about it on camera clearly is not gonna upset you. Her reaction for me was bonkers. Why would your reaction be the difference if you weren't upset about it off camera and because everyone is clearly saying, we don't believe this, we don't believe this, and we talk about people's husbands. These are conversations that if we're girlfriends, we have, period. Now, listen, here's the thing. This is definitely an interesting reveal that Gizelle is making. Very interesting indeed. And it doesn't surprise me that they may have had the conversation about it before off camera. I think the thing that is probably the most surprising to Wendy is that if Wendy really thinks that these women are her friends, she's probably thinking that they're not going to be talking about this on camera. But little does Wendy know, little did she know, she was still playing the rookie game on this show. She was thinking I done made a new set of girlfriends. But what she failed to realize is, these ain't your girlfriends. These are your co-stars. These are your castmates, okay? As Nene Leakes would say, the great Nene Leakes would say, these are your co-workers, okay? And as your co-workers on this show, sometimes they will get down in the mud in order to make the show what it needs to be. And it sounds like this is exactly what Gizelle did. She took a conversation that they had prior to, didn't really know where it was gonna go, but decided that the info was good and juicy, so we need to go ahead and bring it up to the show. Under the guise that we don't really believe it, but it's what's going on the streets. This the word, that's what the people are saying, but I don't believe it. And so much so that she had to do it 4 times, okay? Anyway, so that's what she had to say about that situation. She does, in that same interview, let the people know that she and Karen do eventually get to a better place, which again, I think I've said this time and time again, in order for this show to continue to work, her and Karen need to be on again, off again, on again, off again, because they are the sort of meat and potatoes of this show in terms of their friendship. That's the friendship that I feel like we want to see the most. And how it plays out on the screen, or whether or not it will actually work. You know what I'm saying? And I think that people sometimes can get a little tired of their bickering and back and forth because it be about old issues. Anyway, so the other thing is that we get from Gizelle in this is that she states that, you know, people, when they try to come for her relationship with Jamal, it doesn't faze her. So she says this: most of the time when people are angry and they're screaming and they're yelling and they're going crazy on me, it's typically because they're mad because of their issues. They're taking it out on me, and I know that. The whole Wendy thing, no. Wendy, you're mad at you and what's going on with you. There's no way that you could have gotten that angry, and my ex-husband Jamal is an easy target. People can say whatever they want about Jamal. I don't care at all. It won't even faze me in any way because I know my relationship with this guy. He's been in my life way before I met any of these people, and he will always be in my life. That just doesn't bother me. It's kind of like, guys, come up with something else because he's too easy of a target. You know, I just feel like, of course it doesn't really bother her, because I feel like at the end of the day, whatever the goal was for bringing Jamal back on the show in some type of quasi-relationship, I think that because perhaps maybe it was never real to begin with, it wouldn't affect her. You know what I'm saying? But Gizelle is interesting because she's quite slippery in the sense that, you know, I think what she does very well is she laughs things off. And so because she's laughing it off, you never really get to see her sweat on the show. And she's kind of always just in the background snickering about situations and stuff like that. And even when someone comes for her, not that we would ever see it, although we did hear that she had allegedly had a huge blow up at the season 5 reunion when Jamal was being brought up. But, you know, now it seems like in terms of what we actually see on the screen, it's just her laughing it off. And to be honest with you, maybe that's how people need to play it on these shows now. When she brings up a rumor about someone's family, because they should know that she's going to, because she's pretty much letting us know, maybe they should just laugh it off. Maybe that's what she's expecting. I have no idea. It just seems very interesting, again, because, you know, she's not on this show and married. So to her, maybe what Wendy is saying is true. She doesn't hold marriages in the same esteem because she isn't currently in a relationship. I really don't know. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. I mean, I think that Gizelle is very smart. I think she's very strategic with, you know, what she does and how she moves. And maybe that makes her the winner in this situation. I really don't know. It's very odd, and it's a very interesting dynamic on this show that I think continues to play out season after season. And I don't know what to make of it anymore. I don't know what to think about it. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. We'll get into some other things that Gizelle had to say in the preview for this upcoming episode, particularly when her and Robin are doing their podcast. It's going to get very interesting with something that she says about Jamal, or alludes to about Jamal, in that podcast episode. So make sure you guys stick around. We will be back with you guys with more news and updates and reviews and all that good stuff. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell button, and I will catch you in the next video.